An enticing target.
Not just ounces, but pounds of diamonds.
A state-of-the-art security system.
The only way we're going to be able to get in is through the front door.
And an undercover squad facing the toughest challenge of their career. In the military, the elite forces used to test defenses are known as Tiger Teams. In the civilian world, there is only one Tiger Team. Their job is to crack the world's most sophisticated security systems and defeat criminals at their own game.
Hello, this is Chris.
Hi, Chris. My name is Bran. I'm calling from Jason of Beverly Hills. I heard you do security penetration for companies.
Jason of Beverly Hills is a custom jewelry company known for its outrageous diamond designs and A-list celebrity clientele.
Jason of Beverly Hills is probably most known for the Little John Crunk Ain't Dead piece that was in the Guinness Book of World Records as the largest diamond pendant ever made.
A place like Jason's has to be very aware of their security. They obviously have millions of dollars worth of diamonds, but the most critical piece is the bank account numbers of some of the richest, most wealthiest people in the world.
Security is the single most important piece for us in our business. We have extensive camera coverage. We have pressure-plated flooring systems, steel reinforced walls, double door systems for the entry and exit. The fact is, I think our security system right now is great.
Having spent hundreds of thousands on security, Jason's is ready to put their security system to the ultimate test.
So you're gonna break into my place?
More or less.
The Tiger Team gives their clients a 30-day window within which they'll strike. None of the employees are told the company's security system is about to be tested. Not even Jason or Brant know the specific day of the attack. 1 week later, the Tiger Team arrives in Beverly Hills.
During our information gathering phase, we decided to give Jason a call and try and set up an appointment to come in and look at some of his high-end jewelry. Unfortunately, they have a referral-only policy, so we got squashed right away. That left us having to get another way in.
So the team devises a clever ruse for getting the intel they need.
Hi, this is Eric Smith from Crave Magazine. How you doing? Good, good. Listen, we are launching a brand new magazine this month. The reason we picked the reporting routine is because Jason of Beverly Hills is a very high-profile jeweler. They love to be in the media, they love to be around celebrity, they love to get the good press. Why not make him a feature in a magazine? I wanted to see if there's any way we could get an interview maybe tomorrow with you guys so we can get this thing on print and get some good publicity out there for you.
Chris's phony journalist performance is so convincing, no one at Jason's suspects a thing.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. We really appreciate it.
Once we get inside Jason's, we're going to be looking for placement of motion sensors, cameras, trying to get a feel for what kind of locks they have, how things are secured as far as entry points, maybe where a safe is.
Anytime we're doing this exercise, it's extremely important to get as much intel as possible.
The reason I'll be wearing a hat cam is in case I can't take any pictures, I'll still be able to get a recording of where everything is.
May I help you?
Yeah, this is Eric Smith and Rich Tiner with Crave Magazine. We're here to interview Jason and Brent today.
One moment.
The team also has a secret weapon, a USB drive containing 2 files, a phony document, and a hidden program they plan to install in the company's computer system.
One of the first things Chris and I did when we got inside the door was to ask the receptionist to print out a document for us off of a USB key drive.
From behind her bulletproof glass, the receptionist doesn't suspect a thing and gladly agrees to their request.
There should be a little slot in the front of the computer that you can just kind of plug it into, and it should come right up on the screen. Thank you.
Little does she know, the Tiger Team's secret program has just downloaded itself onto her hard drive, and it installs a backdoor into the company's network.
Once I had the computer system under my control, I was able to read all of the company's emails, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of financial transactions. I think I maybe recovered the security code for the alarm system. Essentially, it gives me the same level of access as if I was sitting behind a keyboard at their network.
Ryan and I were looking for things like motion sensors, what type of keys they have, the general layout. I mean, I want to commit to my memory how I can walk into that facility and blindly go into any room. Do you mind if we take some pictures of it?
Sure.
Cool, thank you.
No problem.
Once we walked in, we even asked if we could take some pictures. They were totally fine with that. They wanted to show off all this high-end stuff that they were making.
Hey, how are you?
Good, Eric Smith.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
Hi, Rich Teener.
Hi, how are you?
So, if you don't mind, I'm going to use a recorder.
Okay.
Just so that I don't have to take notes. We can just wrap
Not
it
a
real
problem,
quick.
let's do it.
Awesome. We're here from Crave, and you know, our job is to go interview people who are leading the trends, leading the fashion, making the hottest people hotter.
Sounds good.
Tell me about Jason of Beverly Hills.
We are a diamond concierge for the entertainment industry.
Cool.
We do one-of-a-kind pieces for a lot of the hottest names you could think of in the industry.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want. Mostly over-the-top, shiny,
Right.
heavily diamond-studded pieces.
By playing to Jason's ego, Chris cleverly gets him to reveal crucial information about the company's security. And by the end of the interview, he's managed to con them into revealing personal information, such as family members, employee hire dates, and even birth dates.
Totally appreciate
Thank you,
it. I mean, they divulged all sorts of information. They talked to us about their procedures. They took some pictures with us. They even pointed out some things that we needed to look at, and we were out within about 20 minutes.
Coming up, Luke attempts a daring daylight robbery.
He's at the front door, Luke. Take a look. Pink shirt.
The Tiger team is on a mission to defeat the state-of-the-art security system at Jason of Beverly Hills, a jeweler known for hooking up A-list clientele with some major bling. It's phase 2 of the operation, finding a way in.
All right, guys. So, this is that little wireless transmitter snake cam that I ordered off the internet?
Yeah.
Heading up the team's reconnaissance mission, Luke will scope out the building where Jason's is ensconced in a heavily secured 9th floor office.
I'm going to get a lot more information about the physical property itself. I've got a couple little snake cams that I'm going to use to look up inside the walls and up into the ceiling tiles. I'm going to try to figure out if there's any other weaknesses that allow us to gain access to Jason's facility without actually having to go through the front doors. Chris and Ryan said the security was really strong. I'm looking for an easy way in. Let's go.
Adding to the difficulty of the mission, the building is located on a busy street, right in the middle of exclusive Beverly Hills, not to mention guards in the lobby. A live feed allows Chris and Ryan to monitor Luke's progress.
He's in the building.
No cameras in the elevator
Security
lobby?
guard right here.
Yep.
What's going on, sweetie? Busy day? It's good.
Just trying to hide the camera.
Any signature, any ID, nothing?
No cameras.
He's in the elevator.
That was easy.
You just love how the security guard doesn't even require me to sign in. She doesn't care that I'm walking in. She didn't ask who I am. She didn't ask for an ID. Not a very good way to guard your building.
Okay, he's up on the floor.
I love when they leave me a ladder.
One of the ways that we were going to use as an entry point was the ventilation system. If that's open, that'll be the easiest way to get in.
When I put the snake cam up into the ceiling, I found that it'd be impossible because there's steel reinforcements all the way through the wall. There's a lot of in the way. We're not going to be able to climb up through there, and the walls are definitely solid.
Look at that.
Yep, no vents. They got mesh in the vents.
Jason's business is very, very secure, and the only way we're going to be able to get in is through the front door.
But that's easier said than done.
One of the devices that Jason's is using to protect their business is a HID card reader. It's a little device that people use that has RFID chip inside of a little card.
Through the front door it is. All right.
All right.
Well, let's go give him the plan and see what's going on.
The security device on Jason's front door may be high-tech, but the Tiger team has a secret tool for compromising this lock.
We'll have to use this to get through it.
Okay. That's the HID reader.
Yeah. The card reader we used was designed by a friend of ours named Delch. He created a box that will record the HID cards that people tend to carry in their pockets.
The plan is to clone Brand's card when he goes out for lunch.
So as long as you get close to them with this, like kind of bump into him in the street, record the card that he's got in his pocket, store it on here. When we get back to the hotel, I can plug this in the computer, make one of these cards just like his.
Perfect.
It's got to be his.
Right.
The receptionist has one, but I don't think it's going to have full access like I know his will.
Right.
So.
Cool.
Okay, let's roll it.
To get the information we need off of the card, I'm going to be standing out in front of the business waiting for one of the employees to walk out. Ryan and Chris are going to be staked out in a car across the street, and they're going to be watching so that they can let me know as soon as somebody comes out the front door. I have to be the one down on the street capturing this information, because everybody at Jason already knows Ryan and Chris.
He's at the front door, Luke. Take a look. Pink shirt.
Pink shirt, cell phone, walking away from you.
In a split second, Luke clones the card, transferring the door's security information from Brant's card to Luke's device.
Very nice. Boy, those diamonds on his wrist are gonna look good in my pocket later.
Nice job, Luke.
Coming up, the break-in takes an unexpected turn. Attack on one of the world's most exclusive jewelry stores, Jason of Beverly Hills.
I think the biggest challenge getting into Jason Beverly Hills is going to be making it through that reception area.
With several motion sensors guarding a 16 by 16 foot area, the alarm will sound at the slightest movement.
When you first walk in, door opens up, the motion sensor points out because it's facing the internal door, not the external door. I have to crawl across the floor slowly to get to the other door so that I don't set off that motion sensor.
This corner here, you're gonna have a camera and you're gonna have a motion sensor that faces across. Even though we have a way into the office, I'm still extremely concerned about this job. I mean, we don't even know where the safe is. We know that it's not in that room.
Right.
It may be in the room directly across the hall. And beyond that, we think we have the alarm code. We're not positive. You have the key code made?
Yep, got it made already.
It should be a period of minutes, and then we're gone.
Slick.
All right, let's get this on.
All right, guys.
Just packing.
The team decides to attempt the break-in on the weekend when most offices in the building are closed.
The plan for today is to go back over to the location. We're going to get into one of the side stairwells and move up to the 9th floor. One of our biggest concerns with this break-in is the fact that we're actually filming it, and the camera crew has to be able to follow us in. All of a sudden, instead of just worrying about the 3 of us, we have to worry about 2 other people who are carrying cameras.
So put your camera in your bag. Let's go.
The first obstacle that we had to defeat was the magnetic plates that were on the door.
This is the door. The doors are protected by magnetical sensors. What we were able to do is put a similar magnet outside the door so that it never knew we opened it.
All right, guys, it's in place.
Come on down.
Let's go. You ready? 1.
Awesome.
The cloned swipe card works like a charm, but bigger obstacles lie ahead.
Once we got into the facility, we had to deal with the motion sensors. 2 of the issues that we found with the motion sensors is, 1, it had a limited field of vision. The motion sensor's gonna be coming down like this. You gotta lay on the ground, crawl real tight to it, and tug over in that corner. 2 was that if you were moving slow enough, it wasn't sensitive enough to pick up our movement.
Hasn't gone off yet.
So what we had to do was architect our movement to be in the dead zones as well as slow enough when we were in active zones to get by it.
Once we had gotten the first door open, Ryan had climbed across the floor. We got the camera guys in. Ryan had to set up a device for the second door.
Just as with the outer perimeter,
You ready?
Luke, give him that.
this device emits a magnetic field to trick the security system into thinking the door is closed.
Good thing nothing has a shitty sensor range.
You definitely need to tell him to turn that one up.
Silver side out, right? Ryan put the device in place,
You ready?
and as soon as he carded in and opened the door, it knocked the device off.
As soon as I heard that alarm, I thought, for the first time in 13 years, I'm gonna get caught.
The team had only 30 seconds to disable the alarm before the police are alerted.
Nobody cared about motion sensors, nobody cared about where we went in, we just had to get the thing turned off. Cut it, cut the thing! Oh, they got a cell. Do you have a jammer?
Ryan, give me the jammer.
Ryan, leave the double jammer. But at that point, we weren't ready for any more risks.
First, they disrupt the alarm signal using a scrambling device.
Cut it.
Then they cut the hard line. But there's no guarantee the alert hasn't already gone out.
There you go.
If the police are on their way, the team has just a matter of minutes to finish the job.
Hooked up here. Here you go, dude.
Somebody go find that safe. I want to get the hell out of here.
I already saw the safe. It's in this room in the hallway.
Once we disarmed the C system, our big concern was making sure that we found the goods. We were looking for client data, we were looking for the jewelry. The big thing we wanted to find was where all those stones had gone. A big score, a $3 clasp. Awesome.
Ryan's got the safe, he's dusting it.
Nice.
Since Ryan had alerted us that he had found the safe, Luke and I split off to find client data. Perfect.
This kind of client data is potentially worth millions.
Clients, financial information, credit cards.
But the team won't be satisfied until they get their hands on some diamonds.
I was able to dust the keypad to find out which buttons get touched because you can see their fingerprints on the panel. And so I started entering combinations using those numbers.
Money transfer. There you go.
Suddenly, the keypad locks up.
Luke? I need help.
When the safe locked up, I ended up having to get on the internet to find out that the safe auto-locks itself when somebody is trying to put in the wrong key. After 4 times, I believe, it locks up for 15 minutes.
It's 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
15 minutes.
Oh, come on.
15 minutes may be too late. Chris listens to a police band radio to find out if the cops have been alerted.
That's not us.
That's not us. We're good. All right, we got time to wait. All right, let's think about this. What could he set the code to? During those 15 minutes, we had to sit there and try and figure out what could possibly be the right sequence of the numbers.
Let's get dates of when the business was started.
Yeah.
Look up his license, look up his
Birthday, anniversary. Thankfully, Chris remembered the daughter's birthday.
1206.
And that ended up being it.
Nice.
All right. Here we go.
Right on, dude. Holy
I can't believe we did this. All right, team, this is probably one of the hardest jobs we've done.
As the last step of this operation, we decided to take some Polaroids for Brant. We wanted him to know as soon as he walked into the facility that it was a complete success and that he needs to start turning his security around.
Hey, baby.
Coming up, Jason's employees get the shock of their lives.
You cloned my card?
Yeah.
On Monday morning, Brant Bernand arrives at work, having no idea that his security system has been penetrated, until he finds the Tiger team's calling card.
Well, to be honest, when I saw those pictures, I was pissed. I couldn't believe that the security system actually was penetrable.
Best feeling in the world is being able to go in and show the client that we were able to be successful. Not even so much the fact that we were able to break in, but the fact we're going to be able to help them prevent someone else from being able to do the same thing.
How can I help you?
This is Chris, Luke, and Ryan with the Tiger team.
One in.
It's already hard to break into Jason's. After we give them the new upgrades, it'll be more difficult, probably next to impossible.
So does this mean I'm not getting my, my article?
Unfortunately, we can't get the magazine article published, but we'll definitely show you how to secure the place a little bit better.
I would appreciate that.
Let's talk about how we can do that.
So please tell me this wasn't that easy.
Absolutely not. This was one of the more difficult jobs we've ever had. We came in through this way. What we had to do with first was obviously the card reader and the lock.
Okay.
So we cloned one of your cards that you used to get in through the door.
You cloned my card?
Yeah. So when we walked up to the door thought that we were you.
Wow.
Yeah.
One of the easiest things for the upgrade in their security system is to put some sleeves around their HID cards. That way, if someone like Luke is on the street, he won't be able to clone a badge.
You tell me I could fix this for 20 bucks?
Yep.
So let's talk about this next door.
So when I used your card again to pop the door open, the alarm went off.
Well, that's reassuring. At least the alarm went off.
That meant these two had to make a mad dash into the office to try and find the alarm panel.
Well, how'd you turn the alarm off?
I got your code off of the receptionist's computer. Inside one of her document directories, there was a file called ASCode.
You're kidding me.
No, not a bit. You got to think about security in layers. It's the best way to protect yourself.
So why don't you explain to me how you got in the safe?
Well, once we got in here, we identified the model number of the safe, and then it became Ryan's job to open it up.
Okay.
All right, so on the safe, you guys have a keypad instead of a normal dial combination.
Okay.
Every time you touch one of the buttons to punch in the code, you leave your fingerprint. So I actually dust the keypad fingerprints to get the digits involved in the combination.
You're kidding me. You can do that?
Yeah. So I'd highly suggest getting a safe. Preferably one with a regular dial combination, or two, actually.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to upgrade the safe after this. Well, I was glad to hear that many of their recommendations were small, easy-to-fix solutions, and it wasn't some of the larger stuff that I invested so much money in. I got a lot of work to do, so guys, I want you out of here.
Yes, sir.
And stop this time. I was extremely impressed with the Tiger team and their performance. Now my location is even more secure, and it was worth every single penny. All right, take care, guys.
Thank you a lot, man. Let's see the time.
I really feel so confident now that there's no way anybody can get past my security. I am so happy I hired him because now I can sleep good at night knowing that my place is impenetrable.
The place was tight.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't get caught.